Well, here we go. The Model Lady Blue Devils triggered in. Ragland to Wood as we open up play to start our second half in a dead heat. Locked at 16. Rotten feeds it back out to Kugler. We are underway. Here's Ragland, left all alone, goes inside the paint. Nobody picks her up, and she scores. That is Ragland open up the scoring as Model goes right to the basket to open up our second half. Model on top 18-16 after a wild first half. Lady Eagles with the basketball. Abby Jacobs with it. It's going to leave it off for teammate Madison Ingram. Ingram goes into the paint, shoots off the glass, misses, but gets her own rebound, turns, shoots. That's a little too strong. Rebound this time is going to go to Tamaya Ragland and the Lady Blue Devils. Morgan Wood fires it over to Burkhalter across the timeline, and now they get it the left wing side over to Rotten. Rotten will pick up her dribble, feeds it on to Wood. Now they work it around the horn to the right wing side to Kugler. Goes in, tries to get it to the deck, and then the ball is going to be knocked out of bounds. No contact there, so looked like she was trying to draw the foul going in. Rachel Burkhalter triggers it in for Model as it was last touched by Coosa. They get it to Wood. Now back to Burkhalter over in the corner. She's doubled up, goes in between two defenders, misses. Rebound is going to be taken by Woodard here of Coosa. She's across the M logo at center court. Leaves it off for Ingram. Ingram down to the low block. No look pass to the right wing side. Now Woodard's got it. Goes to the low block, off the glass and in. And she's going to the charity stripe with a three-point opportunity. So a great move to the basket for Paris Woodard, drawing the contact, making the basket, and again a three-point opportunity. Foul is going to be charged to Ansley Kugler of the Model Lady Blue Devils at the free throw line, trying to convert this three-point play as Paris Woodard of Coosa Lady Eagles. We're tied at 18. This would give Coosa the lead, and it goes off the back of the rim, so things stay locked up at 18 apiece. Here's Morgan Wood across the timeline for Model. Gives it to Burkhalter. Now to Rotten. Rotten on to Ragland. Drives into the paint. Shoots. A little floater off the glass is in. Tamaya Ragland with two baskets for Model to start the second half, and Model leads at 20-18. Largest lead for either team in this game is 9. Model led by 9 two times on two occasions there in the first half, including at the end of the first quarter when they were up 12-3. Ingram with the ball here for Coosa. Coosa working right to left here in our second half. Now the ball is nearly knocked loose by Model, but Coosa retains possession. They'll jack up a three-point look. It won't go. Model gets the rebound. Burkhalter's got it, dribbles right. Now goes back up to the top of the key, leaves it off for Rotten, who drives into the paint. Nice move towards the basket. Rattles around the rim and out. Rebound goes to Coosa. Ella Burnett is there to grab the board. Across the timeline's Paris Woodard. She dribbles off to the left side, is going to leave it off for Madison Ingram. Ingram around, drives towards the low block on the right side, loses control of the ball. It's going to be tipped out of bounds by Model, so it's going to stay with Coosa with 5:30 left to go here in the third quarter of play, and Model leading by 2 points, 20-18. The inbound pass goes to Paris Woodard. She drives towards the low block on the far side, turns, shoots, misses. Rebound is going to go to Coosa. Woodard turns and shoots again. This time Model's going to get it after the missed shot from Woodard. Wood down to Burkhalter, to Ragland, off the glass and in. Ragland's got all 6 points for Model as we start the third quarter, and Model's back up by 4 points, 22-18, 5:04 left to go third quarter. Paris Woodard with it, leaves it off for Ingram. Ingram with it at the top of the key, dribbling. Now goes off the left wing side, tries to back her way in against two defenders. She'll feed it back out around the perimeter. Woodard's got it, goes into the paint, gets it out to the left wing side. And Ingram, now they fire it off to the right wing side. Long three-point look, that's going to go off the front of the rim. And the rebound goes to Model. Sadie Rotten pulled it down, gives it off to Wood. Wood across the timeline, leaves it for Burkhalter. Here's Rotten all alone for three. That was going to be short. And the ball is going to carry him off the rim and out of bounds. Chasing it down was Rachel Burkhalter. Great effort, but it ends up in the lap of one of the Model players on the bench before she could get to it and keep it in bounds for Model. So Coosa's going to get the ball. They trail right now by 4 points. 22-18 is your score here with 4:22 left to go in the third quarter. Across the timeline goes Paris Woodard. Dribbles right. Leaves it off for Ingram. Madison Ingram drives her way into the paint. Kicks it out to Woodard. Tries to fake off a defender. Leaves it off on the right wing side for Gilreath. Now here's another long three-point high arcing shot for Abby Jacobs. A miss there. and Model chases it down, but immediately after getting the board, Rachel Burkhalter takes a couple extra steps in front of the official, and that'll be a turnover. So Coosa ends up with the ball off the inbound pass, an in and out shot from Paris Woodard. Rebound is battled for and picked up by Model, but they lose control of it, and Coosa's got it back. Picked up by Ragland off the floor. Here's Ragland on the other end, coast to coast. That was going to be short. Rebound taken by Coosa and Madison Ingram. She'll go coast to coast. Loses control of the ball. It's not out of bounds by Model. He'll be staying with the Coosa Lady Eagles. 22-18 your score with 3:40 left to go here in the third quarter. This has been a fun game. Model would lead 12-3 after the first quarter, but at the end of the half, it was tied up 16-6. Coosa battled back. There's a little floater here for Coosa, and it nearly floated out of bounds, but keeping it in bounds was Madison Ingram, and then making the shot. Jacobs made the shot. A little bit of help I just got there from the PA announcer. I got so excited about the young lady Madison Ingram keeping that in bounds. It was a great play that I didn't realize who picked up the shot. So the score right now is 22-20. Model on top by 2. Model turned it over on the other end, so Coosa's going to get the ball back, trailing now only by 2 points here in this basketball game. So across the timeline goes Woodard. Bounce pass is going to go off to the right wing side, and Ingram, she will feed it down low, or at least try to a teammate. Ball's knocked loose by Morgan Wood. She has it. She'll bring it up the floor here for the Lady Blue Devils. Across the M she goes at center court. Right into the paint, feeds it out left to Kugler, who kicks it out top to Burkhalter. Good ball movement, creates a good open look for Burkhalter, but leaves it short. Rebound's going to go to Abby Jacobs in Coosa. Abby Jacobs has got 15 points in this basketball game, leads all scorers. She's got all but 5 of the points on the board here for Coosa. Big night for her. Paris Woodard's got the basketball. She's at the free throw line, feeds it down low, and shot off the glass is made by Sethany Morgan, set up by the pass from Paris Woodard. Across the timeline goes Morgan Wood here for Model, right into the paint. Skip pass down low. Shot is going to be missed by Cantrell. Battling for the board is going to be Sethany Morgan, and we got a whistle and a foul that is going to go against the Model Lady Blue Devils. So the Coosa Lady Eagles win that battle. Checking out of the game is going to be Ansley Kugler. The foul, by the way, was on Addison Cantrell. She picked up her second. 22-22, we're all locked up again. Lady Eagles with the basketball. They feed it around to the left wing side. Paris Woodard's got it. Woodard dribbles up top, tries to feed it down low to teammate Sethany Morgan. It sails out of bounds over her head. Pass got away from her. And now we're going to have Model inbound the ball and try to bring it up the floor here with Shinholster into the game. So you've got August Betts, Julia Shinholster. Also, you're going to have Jenna Henderson, Abby Henderson, and then Addison Cantrell on the floor here for Model. We'll tell you about Coosa in a moment, but right now August Betts has got the ball, tries to feed it into Shinholster, batted away by Coosa's defense. It rattles around like a pinball around a bunch of players, and as it turns out, Model's going to hang on to the basketball. Abby Henderson with it at the low block, gets blocked going in, and it's knocked out of bounds. Great effort by Sethany Morgan on defense. So to trigger it in is going to be Cantrell. Shinholster for 3 points. It is up, going to be too strong, but a long rebound is going to be picked up by Jenna Henderson. And I think Model went back court there, but here's a long shot. That is no good, won't go in. Rebound's going to be taken by Model. They'll dribble baseline. Shinholster feeds it back out to Jenna Henderson at the top of the key. Now back around to Shinholster. They feed it down low to Betts. Backs her way in. Shoots, misses. Rebounds picked up by Sethany Morgan. And we have some contact in front of the official. It's going to be a foul that's going to be charged against Model. 22 apiece. Model and Coosa. 1:13 left here to go in the third quarter here of our girls game. Setting up for a great night of basketball, because I think we're going to have a barn burner in the boys game as well. Paris Woodard's got it. Leaves it off for Abby Jacobs, who's got 15 points. She's at the top of the key. Back to Woodard. Woodard tries to dribble around a defender, feeds it right. There's a long three-point look. That one's left short by Manley off the bench. Rebound's going to be taken by Model after a battle. And here comes Rotten with it across the timeline here for the Lady Blue Devils. She'll stop at the top of the key and leave it off for Shinholster. Now on to Cantrell, back across to Henderson, back out to Shinholster. She's on the right wing side, dribbles in. Here is Henderson for a two-point look. It won't go, and a couple of players diving for the rebound. A jump ball is called as they are in the air. Possession arrow is going to be with the Coosa Lady Eagles, and we remain tied at 22 apiece with 28.1 seconds left on the clock. Lady Eagles and Lady Blue Devils in a scrap. Yeah, both these teams just grinding it out. Here comes Parrish Woodard across the timeline. Nice little spin move, drives off to the right wing side, gives it to Morgan underneath. Block shot there by Rotten. It's going to stay with Coosa. There's a three-point look. That one won't go. Chasing it down, the Blue Devils are, and it goes out of bounds on Coosa. So we're going to see Lady Blue Devils inbound the ball. Rotten will handle the inbound duties in just a moment. She'll trigger it in to Julia Shinholster, who brings up the floor here for the Lady Blue Devils. 6 seconds left to go on the clock. Down low to Betts off the glass. It won't go, but she draws contact and is going to go to the free throw line. So August Betts, the freshman, go into the free throw line and try to get some points and help her teammates out. 22 apiece, Model and Coosa. 3.6 seconds left to go until we get to the final 8. Here's the free throw. That's sort of a line drive towards the basket, a little bit flat, and she'll miss that one. She'll get ready for her second. If she can make this one, Model will have a 1-point lead. So August Betts at the free throw line. And this one's got a little bit more arc on it, but it still is going to be off the back of the rim and won't go. A battle for the rebound ensues between Shinholster and then Claire Gilreath for Coosa. And Model's going to inbound the ball from out of bounds underneath their own basket baseline. They get it into Shinholster, three-pointer at the buzzer, and she drills it. Oh, my. Julia Shinholster at the buzzer for three, and Model gets the lead with a bang, 25-22. And we're getting ready for the final 8. We'll step out here on WLAQ. We'll be back. Woodard with the ball after the inbound pass. Coosa opens up on offense to start our final quarter here from Model High School. 25-22. Model took the lead at the buzzer with a three-point shot from Julia Shinholster. Coosa with the ball. They feed it up to the top of the key to Emma Payne. Payne back over to Woodard. Now they get it to the right wing side to Jacobs. She's had a hot hand and continues to. Abby Jacobs for three. She's got 18 points. We're locked up again, 25 apiece, 7:30 left to go. There's a three-pointer on the other side, this time for Kugler. Going to leave that one short. Rebound taken by Ragland. She'll try to get it to the rack, and a jump ball is going to be called as the ball was tied up as she was going up to shoot. Possession arrow is with Model, so we're going to see Rachel Burkhalter set things in motion from the baseline here for Model underneath their own basket. She triggers it into Ragland. Ragland feeds it off to the right wing side to Burkhalter. Now they're working around the horn to Kugler for three, and this one's going to be a little too strong. Keeping it in, well, went out of bounds on Model. Great effort by Burkhalter trying to keep it inbounds on the baseline. But it's going to be back with the Coosa Lady Eagles with 7:05 left to go, tied up at 25 apiece. Paris Woodard, Abby Jacobs now is going to leave it off for Madison Ingram. Ingram dribbles right. Paris Woodard dribbles between the legs. Woodard going to have it at the top of the key, and Coach Shields is going to call a timeout. So we're going to do the same thing on WLAQ. 6:43 left to go in the game. Model and Coosa locked up in our girls game at 25 apiece. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Fun here in our first game, and we've got a good ways to go in this one. 6:43 left to go here in the game, and we're at a dead heat, locked at 25 apiece between Model Lady Blue Devils and the Coosa Lady Eagles. Model playing at home tonight. Coosa will trigger it in on their side of the floor. 6:38 left to go in the game. They're going to give it off to Ingram, who backs her way into the paint, tries to get it to a teammate. Ragland gets her hands in there and knocks it loose for Model. Gets it into the hands of Burkhalter. One-on-one down low, goes in, shoots, and misses, but she gets herself to the charity stripe. So a great move towards the basket for Rachel Burkhalter. Draws the contact from Emma Payne from Coosa. And now she's got two shots from the charity stripe. So 6:24 left to go in the game. Again, 25 apiece. Here's the free throw. That one's going to carry them off the rim. It won't go here for the Model Lady Blue Devils. Gets a little encouragement from teammates Rotten and Wood. And here's the second free throw. And a little bit of encouragement goes a long way. She knocks down the second free throw. It's 26-25, Model on top by one. They've led by as many as 9 points a couple occasions in this basketball game. Across the timeline, it's the Coosa Eagles. With it right now, dribbling, is going to be Madison Ingram. Ingram dribbles around down to the low block on the far side. Ball is going to be knocked loose and picked up. That'll be a steal here for the Blue Devils. Rotten feeds it off to Morgan Wood. Wood across the stripe at center court. Wood picks up her dribble. Out to Rachel Burkhalter. She goes at the top of the key. Now they feed it around to the right wing side, and Ansley Kugler back up top to Wood. They work it around the horn over to the left wing corner to Ragland. Now back over to Kugler. Out to Rotten, who drives towards the basket, puts up a floater. That was going to be off the front of the rim, and the ball's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Coosa. So it's staying with the Model Lady Blue Devils. We've got 5:39 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Model leads at 26-25. It's been an interesting game. In the first quarter, Model had outscored Coosa 12-3. But by the time we got to halftime, we were tied up at 16 apiece. There's a shot off the glass, won't go. Rebound going to be taken by Coosa. Paris Woodard's got it. She'll go across the M logo at center court. Dribbles off the left side, goes right towards the paint, picks up her dribble, gets some help from a teammate around the perimeter, gets it to Ingram, who drives in. Ball is knocked loose and out of bounds. Last touch by Model, so it's staying with Coosa. Jason Shields is the head coach at Coosa for his first year, but he's been coaching for a long time. He was coach over in the state of Alabama for a number of years. Talked about that in the pregame. They kick it out. There's Paris Woodard for three. That one's going to be off the front of the rim, but the rebound goes to Coosa. Here's Woodard with another shot, and she knocks this one from just in front of the free throw line. So Paris Woodard now with 6 points and Coosa with a 1-point lead. 27-26 with under 5 minutes to play. Kugler for three, and that one bounces high off the rim and out. Rebound taken by Madison Ingram. She's across the timeline, coast to coast, off the glass and in. Madison Ingram with her first basket. Coosa with a 3-point lead, 29-26. Model goes to the other end of the floor, and as she was going in, Rachel Burkhalter gets fouled, so she's going to the charity stripe again. First trip to the stripe was just moments ago where she made one of a pair of free throws. And first shot's on the way. That goes off the back of the rim. And free throw shooting's important in every single game, but when you have a close game like this, you just can't even state how important it is to make the free throws. So 29-26 your score. Coosa on top by 3 points. A one-possession ball game. Next free throw on the way. This one's going to be in and out. So Burkhalter is going to be 1 of 4 from the charity stripe so far in the game. Coosa gets the rebound. They're across the timeline. Manley fires it to Ingram. Ingram at the top of the key, dribbles in and takes it right to the hole. She's got 2 quick baskets right off the glass. And now Coosa's got a 5-point, 31-26 lead over Model with almost 4 minutes to go in the game. And we're going to have a timeout called by Sally Eccles. Good timeout. 4:07 left to go here in the contest. Coosa 31, Model 26. We'll step out for a 30-second break on WLAQ. Supporting this broadcast, Giggity's on Broad Street, Profile Custom Extrusions, McDonald's here in Rome, and Ware Mechanical. We appreciate all of you, and I know that folks that love to follow high school sports in the Rome area appreciate it as well, no doubt about it. But we've had a great game here tonight inside the Woodard Gymnasium for our girls game, and right now Model trails at home 31-26. Coosa has battled back in this game, and now they got a 5-point lead. Abby Jacobs has got it. She's getting ready to bring it across the timeline for Coosa, and now she's going to leave it off for a teammate, Madison Ingram. Ingram dribbles around a couple of defenders, tries to get to the basket. They pick her up this time, and we're going to have a whistle, and I think they're going to get a foul on Julia Shinholster. So Coosa gets set to inbound the ball in just a moment. That was Shinholster's first foul. I believe after our third quarter, it was 25-23 in favor of Model as Shinholster hit a 3 to end the quarter. There's a turnaround jump shot made by Stephanie Morgan after the inbound pass. And now the biggest lead of the night for Coosa is 7 points. Shot is up. It is no good. Rebound taken by, well, it looked like it was going to be Coosa, but then it was tied up. We've got a jump ball. Possession arrow is going with Coosa, so it stays with Coosa after all. So 33-26, Coosa up by 7 with 3:38 left to go in the game. So Lady Eagles set to trigger it in. Going to have some pressure here from the Model Blue Devils as they inbound the ball. As Model tries to make things a little bit uncomfortable here for the Lady Eagles, and maybe still a possession or two. They're going to have to get some stops. We're getting late in this game. 3:25 left to go. Ball goes out of bounds on Coosa, so there's a stop right there after the turnover from Coosa. And Model gets ready to inbound the ball. Right now, Coach Shields for Coosa having a word for one of the officials. Didn't like the call. Shinholster's across the timeline, feeds it to Ragland. Now on to Kugler. Kugler back up top to Roughton. Around to Burkhalter. She goes into the paint, puts it up, off the glass, won't go. Rebound taken by Abby Jacobs. Jacobs on to Paris Woodard, and we're almost to the 3-minute mark with Coosa leading this one 33-26. After trailing 12-3 after the first quarter. There is a shot off the glass, won't go. Second look, that one won't fall, but going to the free throw line is going to be Ella Burnett with some really important free throws here for Coosa. So we got 2:50 left to go in the game, and Ella Burnett at the free throw line. Coosa looking to add to their 7-point lead. Burnett fires, rattles around the rim, won't go. And now we get ready for the next free throws. More people continue to file in here at Woodard Gymnasium. I don't know if we'll quite reach capacity tonight, but we may be 80 to 85% before the boys game starts. Next shot on the way. That one rattles around and in for Ella Burnett. And now the score is 34-26, 8-point lead for Coosa. Ball's not loose as Model got it to the other end, and Coosa stole it away. Here's Paris Woodard, and that is going to be a charge. Great job by Model right there on defense, picking up that charge. They really needed that. And Paris Woodard is going to pick up that foul. And a timeout is going to be called by Model to talk things over before we resume play. 2:40 left to go in the game, fourth quarter. Coosa 34, Model 26. We'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, Model to bring it up the floor. Morgan Woods got it. Model really having to make the most of every possession to stay in the game and get some turnovers. Burkhalter with it, feeds it around up top to Cantrell. Now the left wing side to Wood. She goes in, kicks it out to Burkhalter, drives in off the glass and in. That was a big basket for Burkhalter and the Model Lady Blue Devils, and that cuts it to 6, 34-28. Coosa on top. 2:12 left to go in the game. Coosa working around some pressure. Woodard's got it. She'll dribble it across the center court stripe. Now goes left, trying to work around Burkhalter. Goes into the paint, kicks it out. They got it on the right wing. Now back into Woodard. She's at the low block. Turns and puts it up towards the basket. Can't get the basket, but she is going to the free throw line. So Paris Woodard coming to the charity stripe for the second time of the night. Could not convert a three-point play in the third quarter. And now she'll shoot two. 1:56 left to go in the game. Coosa up 34-28, a 6-point lead over Model. First free throw on the way, knocks it down. And looks really comfortable at the stripe. Ice water in her veins. She'll get ready for another. And look phased at all by the moment. Shot on the way, and that one goes as well. Knocks down two in a row. Those are big. 36-28. Coosa on top by 8. 1:52 left to go. Here comes Model with a sense of urgency. Lose control of the ball, and Coosa has picked it up on a steal. Here they come back the other way. Across the timeline goes Woodard. She gets fouled. And with only 3 fouls on Model, still a few fouls to give for the Lady Blue Devils before Coosa ends up in the bonus. So they will get ready to trigger it in here from the sidelines, working from right to left. And feeding it in is Abby Jacobs, who scored 18 points in this game, gets it out to Woodard. And apparently Woodard went back court with it. And that'll be a turnover. So that helps the cause here for the Model Lady Blue Devils with 1:41 left to go and trailing by 8 points. And this thing is not settled yet. Morgan Wood with it, feeds it out. There's Rotten for 3 and knocks it down. Big time shot for Rotten and Model. That cuts it to a 5-point game, and they get a steal off the inbound pass. Here's Kugler with the floater. Won't go. Ball not loose. It stays with Model. It is not loose again by Coosa. They've got the ball. It's 36 to 31. Coosa on top by 5. Woodard with it. He's going to leave it for Jacobs. Jacobs now on to Ingram. Ingram on to Woodard. Right now, Coosa being pretty deliberate with a 5-point lead and the ball, and they're going to foul Jacobs and send her. Well, still a couple of fouls left to give here for Model. That's going to go against Ansley Kugler, her second foul of the evening. And now Model with 5 fouls. So still a foul to give. To inbound the ball is going to be Abby Jacobs, the junior here for Coosa. Coosa up 36 to 31. We are officially at the 1-minute mark as they inbound the ball. Woodard got it. They got back to Jacobs. She'll be trapped in the corner. Now back over to Woodard. And a push foul is going to be charged against Burkhalter. And now you're going to have 16 fouls against the Model Lady Blue Devils, sending Woodard to the free throw line, shooting 1-1. Burkhalter's got 3 fouls. So now at the free throw line, you've got Paris Woodard for the second time of the game. She's 2 of 3 from the stripe. Shot is on the way, and that one's going to carry him off the rim. No good. Picked up by Burkhalter on the rebound. Here comes Model with 50 seconds and trailing by 5. Shot from Shinholster is missed, but the ball is kept in bounds. Model has it. Hitting the deck is Burkhalter after a collision. And we're waiting on the official call. It is going to be a foul. That's going to go against Coosa. And they got Claire Gilreath on the foul. She'll go have a seat. Now Model's going to inbound the ball with 40 seconds to go, trailing by 5. They work it around the horn. There's a 3-point shot that's a little too strong for Rotten. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's last touch by Model. So Coosa is going to inbound the ball with a 5-point lead with 33.4 seconds left to go on the clock. So still time for Model. They're going to press. They feed it into Woodard. And we're going to have a foul that's going to be charged against the Blue Devils. They had Woodard trapped, but with time being a factor, they went ahead and fouled, and they're going to send Woodard to the free throw line where she is shooting 50% here on the night, 2 of 4. And we'll see Woodard with 1-1 coming up, but not before we have a timeout called by Sally Ackles and the Model Blue Devils. So we're going to do the same thing. 31.3 seconds left on the clock. Coosa up 36 to 31 with a 1-1 coming up for Paris Woodard when we come back after 30 seconds. Fourth quarter, Coosa has outscored Model 14-6, I believe, in the quarter. And right now your score is 36 to 31. It's been a back and forth affair tonight between these two cross-county rivals, and it's been a good one. Both teams just really giving their all to this game, trying to grind out a win. Are the Coosa Lady Eagles up 36 to 31, and if they win this game, this will be the second victory over Model this year, and it had been a long time. I'm not sure how long the drought was since Model had beaten, or excuse me, since Coosa had beaten Model in a season, but they may do it twice this year. That shot is in for Paris Woodard, so she'll get the back end here, and now Coosa extends their lead to 37 to 31, so a 6-point lead here for Coosa. And Woodard with great free throw shooting down the stretch has really helped her team, and she makes another one. 38 to 31, just under 30 seconds to play, and we get ready for Model to inbound the basketball. Shinholster to feed it in. She gets it into Kugler. Kugler is going to fire it on to Burkhalter. Burkhalter drives the baseline. And you can definitely see the frustration here settling in here for Model as they get ready to inbound the ball. Not a lot of time to try to battle back in this game. They got to play with a great sense of urgency. Morgan Wood, here's Ansley Kugler, drives in, puts up a floater off the glass, won't go. But the good news here for Model, they trail 38-31, but Kugler missed the shot, but she does get to the free throw line and gives Model an opportunity here to get some points with a clock stop, which they desperately need if they're going to have a shot here in this basketball game. The foul, by the way, was charged to Emma Payne, her third. Free throw shot on the way. That's hard off the back of the rim. Won't go. She'll get ready for her next free throw. If she makes this one, it'll cut it back to a two-possession game. Things not in Model's favor, but a free throw here can keep things alive. Shot on the way, rattles around the rim. It won't go. And that may be your ball game right there, folks. Paris Woodard gets fouled as she takes the rebound, and she will go down to the charity stripe, where in the fourth quarter she's made 4 out of 5. So good free throw shooting from Paris Woodard here in the fourth quarter has been a part of this story in terms of Coosa creating this separation on the scoreboard late in the basketball game. Paris Woodard standing at the stripe, getting ready for 1-and-1 yet again. First free throw on the way. That one goes. She'll get ready for the second. And that is pretty much going to put this one out of reach, I think, for sure, for the Model Blue Devils. 39-31 your score. Can she add to it? Yes, she does. My goodness, tip of the cap to Paris Woodard here late in this game. 15 seconds left to go. Model brings it up the floor. Shinholster, the feed to Kugler. 4-3, in and out, won't go. And the ball's poked out of bounds by Model. So Coosa's going to get the ball with 9.1 seconds left to go. And I would assume we're not going to see Model foul trailing by 9 points at this point. But they do. They're going to grab Woodard, and she's going to go to the charity stripe again, where she has been great here in this fourth quarter, making 6 of 7. So again, Paris Woodard at the charity stripe. Coosa up by 9. 40-31 is your score. 8.6 seconds left on the clock. And here's the free throw. It is going to be no good. She'll get ready for the second. So Paris Woodard at the free throw line with another opportunity. And this would make it a 10-point ball game. Shot on the way. That rattles off the rim, won't go. Rebound taken by Rotten. Here comes Model with 5 seconds left to work with. Burkhalter. She's trapped by 2 defenders. Now they get it around to Shinholster, and Model cannot get a shot off before the buzzer sounds. And Coosa is going to win it tonight over Model with a final score of 40-31. A come-from-behind victory for the Coosa Eagles, their second win during the season over Model this year. And they lead the series this year 2-1. They won 1 in the tournament in a consolation game, and now they've won 1 in the regular season. So congratulations to Jason Shields, head coach of the Coosa Lady Eagles, and his Lady Eagles on a hard-fought, confidence-building victory tonight over the Model Lady Blue Devils. Again, final score 40-31. We're going to send it back to the studio for a break. When we come back, we'll run down the scoring from our first game, and we'll turn our attention to boys basketball. It's the Model Blue Devils and the Coosa Eagles coming up in just a little bit. Let's send it back to the studio for a timeout.